Good morning. Welcome back to Casa.texpina. It's Friday. We're on build day number 224. Our general labor crew is here on site. I'm going to walk you around and show you where everybody's at this morning. So let's get started. All right, let's get started here on the front. Mr. Alex and Mr. Ferdy are putting in the ceiling here on the porch. So lots of fiber cement board, little grinder work, cutting and prepping for screws and everything going into the top there in the porch. So Mr. Wilson and Mr. Ricky here are painting the exterior wall. Looks like Mr. Wilson's getting ready for a little bit of skim coat. Let's go ahead and walk around the back side of the house. And Mr. Lloyd is continuing with the paint here on the back patio area. Today is Friday, so he should be all of this today, hopefully. All right, here in the garage area, we've got Mr. Andy and Mr. Henry continuing with the door prep. They've already done sealer on this one, so they're not coming back now and doing sanding before they get ready to do the next step in the process. And their pile of doors has dwindled down considerably. Looks like they've only got a couple back here. 1, 2, 3, maybe about 4 or 5 still left behind there. Mr. Cho here, along with our other 2 electricians, are still installing outlets and switches. I've got Tone, and they're using little 2-way radios so they can talk from one end of the house to the other. And he's got a little device here that he uses to get tone when he has a current that goes all the way through. Working well. And Mr. Allen here is working on our columns in the living room. So we're still working on the molding on those on the bottom. And out here in the front, pardon me, we're working on a little bit of dry pack, because we are working on tiles in 2 of the rooms out here in the garage area. So we're getting ready to start floor tile here in the maid's room. For the spare room, this is where everyone's getting ready to tile here. And Mr. Jojo is continuing to tile in the garage bath area. The other room that will eventually get tile is here inside of the utility room. So maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we'll watch and see. All right, let's take a look inside, see where we got some folks at. Mr. Allen's still working back and forth a couple different places, but these are the moldings that he's putting on the column, the tops of the column. Kind of hard to see at the moment, it's still the rough wood. So he's working those. And back here here's where all the electricians are working. So we're all making sure we've got good power, good connectivity for our switches and lights. Also, what I can't get to is Mr. Gel on the other side in the master bath, painting the cabinets. Another painter here, Mr. JR, is continuing with the trim. See the white strip up here at the top where they could not get with the roller, so he's going back and getting that with the good old-fashioned paintbrush. And last but not least, Mr. Stanley is painting our stairwell. So we're getting the gold paint treatment, the gold star treatment here on the stairwell area. Maybe it's just because it's a small room, but the performance moving very fast. we're almost done with the maid's room flooring. He's got 1 tile, 2, 3 tiles left, and then he's done with this room. And here in the middle, Mr. JoJo, same thing. He's got about 3 or 4 tiles left, and then he's got that little the little lip here where the shower wall is going to be. So this shower is actually not getting a glass front. It's just going to be the shower curtain rod across the top. Very basic for this room. All right, our front porch now has a ceiling. We've got the first piece of the ceiling up. So the large piece in the center, they'll do some smaller pieces around the outside edge. And you notice we've also went ahead and filled in the excess gap that was on the side from the width of the beam. So all we got left to do out here is, like I said, go ahead and finish this up. Mud tape, paint, and poke a hole for the one ceiling light that shall go there. And we've got the tops done for the posts. They put a piece of molding all the way around on both columns. And we got a lot of stuff going on this afternoon still. Guys are working still working on the painting of the exterior wall. Mr. Lloyd has this stretch here left for more painting today. Let's go ahead and walk around and we'll go into where the other action's at in the garage. All right, so our contractor was just here as well for the sliding gate and garage door, and relaying with the electricians their further requirements before they're able to show up and complete the install. So they're working those two pieces together. So once they get the wiring in for all the right locations, we'll be able to move on with this. So it should be soon. Okay, continuing on in here. Oh man, we've got, what do we got here? Let's take a look inside the maid's room, or the extra bedroom. Tile is complete. The next thing to go down will be grout and baseboards. Okay. Mr. JoJo is wrapping up on tiling the tiling here in the garage bath. Right now he's getting ready to start putting in the 2 floor drains. So we're going to have one for the shower and one for the regular floor drain. So shower here, floor drain here, and then when the plumbers come back, we'll have toilet and lavatory, pedestal sink right here in the corner. Now working in the bathrooms as well is Mr. Allen, and he's building all of the frames for our mirrors. So still working on that. While Mr. Henry and Mr. Andy are continuing with our doors. So we've got 4 or 5 doors in different intermediate steps. Here, one over there, and still sanding away. All right, we got paint going on here on the front, coming around the outside of the fence line. The lower walls are getting painted, so we got base coat going here. As soon as that dries, Mr. Stanley here is going back with the first coat of the lighter color of yellow. It's just a shade or 2 lighter than the post. So we'll see how it all turns out. And our 2 carpenters are up here in the front, Mr. Ferdy and Mr. Alex, still putting in the fiber cement board up here for the ceiling of the front porch. So we got 1 strip left here and a couple small squares in the corner. And in here, our painter, Mr. Gel, is doing a little bit of macias prior to getting the archway ready for paint. And they've already done that with the tops of the molding that was gone around here in around the columns. These are getting prepped. Should be coming soon. All right, here in the kitchen area, engineer's brother-in-law prior to lunch brought in our cabinet doors for the tops. So we've got cabinet doors here for the top of the cabinets. So they'll start working on these. Unfortunately, these are not going to get the same treatment that our doors did. These are going to be painted. Yes, I know, great wood should not be painted. However, in the interest of time and money, they are being painted. And they will all go here. Oh, we also got cabinet doors for here in the dirty kitchen as well. So I believe these are all just for the upper cabinets. I don't think we have any of the lower cabinet doors in here yet. They're still working on those. All right. And the garage bathroom is being tiled. We are done with tiles in this room. And we have the 2 floor drains in. One for the shower drain and one for the floor drain for out here. So next thing that'll be going in here should be plumbing fixtures. Wouldn't you know it, we ran out of material. Just a little bit left. Oh well. Have to wait until the next one comes in. Next delivery, please, Mr. Chief of Operations. Delivery, please. All right, as we keep testing out lights, got some on. You're gonna see what the rooms are starting to look like. Let's take a look at the master bath. Oh, wow. Yes, we're getting there. Still got a little bit of tile work to do and the glass enclosure for the shower. But man, this is really starting to come together. So we got vanity lights left to put in here and mirrors. And they're still gonna paint all of the cabinets. Talking to the foreman, he said all cabinets are sprayed. So they all get, the hose treatment. All right, something nice to look at. All right, folks, we're gonna call it a day.
Yabba dabba doo!
A lot of different things going on. Nothing really specific to point a finger at and say, hey, look at that. Other than we did get our cabinet doors for the kitchen cabinets. So we got the cabinet doors in. That was a nice plus. All right, so if y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.